Hello again, everyone. Age of Dune here, and we're back with another League of Legends Shoutcast. In this particular one, I realized that I've never actually gone looking for anything from CLG. I mean, I've cast games with CLG in it, CLG members, but I've never gone looking specifically for them. I'm pretty sure I'm morally obligated to be like this because, TSM. But I decided to fix that today. So I went ahead and I looked for a game in which the bot lane of CLG is playing. The Rush Hour bot lane. Because, Doublelift and Aphromoo. Yeah, so I went ahead and found a game of that, and I'm going to go ahead and cast it. It actually did not show who wins, so I have no idea what this one's going to end with, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. It's also got Wild Turtle, but I didn't even notice that when I was looking through and seeing who was in it. I was looking specifically for these two, and I wanted one in which I figured that they were actually going to be together. And Karma Caitlyn definitely leads me to believe that they're both going to be going bot together. So that'll be cool. And having Wild Turtle in it was just kind of a little bit of an extra thing. So hopefully this one will go great. Definitely going to be pretty cool. It'll be interesting seeing, Wild Turtle. Ooh, that spear there. Oh! Doublelift goes ahead and takes a chunk off just to get their revenge. Oh, and Aphromoo does the same. Nice. That was a ultied one there. Well, not ultied, but mantra. Yes. Put that mantra on it, so it got her the double hit. And Turtle's forced to go back already, as he was chucked down to half. But so are they. So I mean, it's not really a big deal overall, as both teams are easily going to be able to get back to lane long before minions spawn. So all it really did is make them both go back just for the fun of it. So we're going to have XDG Sheep playing top, which is kind of interesting considering he is normally our support. But given the fact that he's on a team with Aphromoo and Doublelift, I can definitely understand him going top. He's going to be against Zerbeck playing Jace, who I actually haven't seen in a while, and I'm kind of interested to see him again, because I do know that Tyr recently-ish got buffed. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing him actually be played again because, he used to be played a lot and then he got nerfed and then ever since then he just really hadn't been seen much. So hopefully, Kung Fu taking some damage there from Wild Turtle. Hopefully it'll be very interesting to see him again and hopefully he'll actually do well. We'll see though. In the mid lane we've got Turtle the Cat, Wild Turtle, TSM, playing Nidalee. He's going to be against Katarina playing Kung Fu. So Cat versus Cat. Nice. I believe I said Katarina playing Kung Fu, but it's Kung Fu playing Katarina. Yeah. Down in the bot lane, we've got Latman playing Lucian. Oh, and going down fast. Going to be forced to pop his barrier there. He's not going to die from this, but he got really low there. He does have the double shield, but he's going to be forced to go back already, which is a terrible thing. That CLG bot lane, man, they just rip through things, especially when they're duo queued together and they're against a completely random team. They're gonna have the advantage there, and they definitely took. They used that advantage, and they really made him suffer there for it. A little bit of a miss there from Aphromoo. All right, so Doublelift, of course, is going to be the Caitlyn. Latman is the Lucian, as I mentioned before. Supports, we've got Karma, played by Aphromoo, and Warmogger, playing Janna. Getting hit there by that ability. I've never actually played her, so I should probably read through the ability names. We've got Inner Flame, Focused Resolve, and Inspire. So that was the Inner Flame that she hit him with. And again, not mantraed, but still hitting for a decent amount of damage. And it looks like Jace is getting bullied up here by Renekton. Oh wow, he's actually pretty low. Did he flash there? No, he didn't flash. He's just low. So I guess not really too surprising. On the other hand, I mean, Jace does have the ability to shunt somebody back. Oh, he had a flash out of that one. And I guess he did not actually have the ability off of cooldown to go ahead and punt Renekton back. So that forces him to go back already, which is not a good sign for him. So that is twice now that the red team has been forced back. But we've got Evelyn coming in for a gank here, and this may be enough to turn this around. Doublelift is forced to flash. Aphromoo is trying to get out, uses the Inspire there onto the Evelyn, and they are forced back, but they did manage to survive that, so that's not too bad. It did, I believe, get the flash from Evelyn there, and it looks like, in the meantime, we also had a flash come in from Wild Turtle. Okay, so he got ganked there by St. Vicious, and he went ahead and flashed out into safety. So nothing too big there. Nothing too big down bottom, except for the fact that it actually did do a lot of damage there to Aphromoo and Doublelift. Alright, in the meantime, Pantheon's just over here, just counter-jungling it up. Why not, right? And he is picked up by that ward there from Wild Turtle, who may try to steal that Wraith. Oh, not gonna happen, thanks to the smite there. Pretty understandable. I do not blame him whatsoever for going ahead and doing that, because otherwise, you know Wild Turtle would have tried to go ahead and steal that. Didn't end up happening, though. Alright, so, Cursed Saint Vicious is the jungler for the blue team. He's playing Pantheon versus Evelyn, played by Skunksmen, who I do not know. So there we go. Those are our team members here. Looks like down bottom, the bot lane for the blue team is actually going to go ahead and go back. We're kind of forced back a little bit there. And we've got Spell Thief's Edge coming out here for Aphromoo. Really annoying item for the enemy team. And, you know, it recently-ish got buffed. What we're going to see here. So it's actually a whole lot more powerful now. And I think it would do really well on somebody like Karma, who does a lot of harass. In goes the gank onto Jace here. He's able to use that acceleration gate. He's trying his best to get out. Gets stunned again. He's taking a decent amount of damage there. Punts the Renekton under the tower, but he's not dead yet. Gonna flash there from Saint Vicious, but he goes down. He goes down to Jace, and Jace is gonna get out of that, and he gets red buff. He's gonna be forced to go back, but he got first blood, and he got a red buff. So I would definitely say that was well worth it for him. He's coming back to lane with a tier, and that is not good news at all for that Renekton. We've got Skunksman up here. Gonna go ahead and try to clear out this pink ward. Successfully cleared out, and now she's actually going in on Aphromoo here. Aphromoo just goes ahead, speeds himself up, and he's going to get out of that, no problem. Nice shield there from Janna, making sure that he doesn't take damage. And a little bit of harass there from Latman. Doing at least a decent amount there to the Doublelift there. Not bad at all, I should stop saying there. Alright, Jace is on his way back to lane. He sees the Renekton's kind of, you know, not even just kind of. He's 100% locked this lane. So he's going to go ahead, do the wise thing, and just go ahead and jungle. Because honestly, that's one of the best things to do. Eventually, actually no, the lane doesn't necessarily have to push. So one thing, I mean, either he's going to have to come out and shove the lane to reset it, or he's going to miss out on CS. Looks like he's going to come to lane and go ahead and forcefully shove this. Going to go ahead and get that CS, and he's going to get the CS under tower there, so it will indeed end up resetting. And finally, he'll be able to farm a bit more safely than he is right now, because right now, he's not in a good position. He's actually being engaged on by Sheep there, doing actually quite a bit of damage. And Sheep's getting pretty low. I don't think he's going to go for it. No, he does go for the acceleration gate and Q, but it does not end up hitting, so he did not manage to finish off Sheep. We've got Katarina coming up for a gank, and Jace is way too far out here. There's the ulti there from Renekton going in. Katarina comes in, gonna do some damage. Down bottom, Doublelift went down, and there we go. Down goes the Jace to that Katarina. And I want to see what happened down bottom. It looks like Evelyn came in for a gank. Yet again, Doublelift and Aphromoo are pushed up here, which, you know, that's fairly common a lot of times. It does keep the enemy under the tower and everything else, but it does leave you open to ganks. And that's exactly what happened here. Evelyn went in, managed to do at least a decent amount of damage there. The slow exhaust came out there from Janna and did quite a bit of damage. And they're actually tower diving Aphromoo here. Nice shield from Janna, makes sure that the Evelyn will not end up going down. And Wild Turtle's actually here to possibly try to finish off Aphromoo. I don't think it's going to happen. And no, they're going to go ahead and head on over to Dragon instead. Nope, just kidding. Evelyn's going to go back. And Lucian's way too low to do anything. So, unfortunately for Turtle, he roamed all the way down there and got nothing out of it. So that's always kind of annoying, but he's going to go ahead and ward that up, and, oh, does not end up hitting it there. But in the meantime, we've got Pantheon and Renekton up here. They're just going ahead and taking down this tower, which at least in some ways is kind of good for Jace, because if he can lock his lane over here, it's going to put him in a very safe position. He can go ahead and farm all he wants way over there. Ooh, forcing that Renekton back. He's going to not chase, which is good for him because we've got a Cursed Saint Vicious waiting in that bush for him. But he's going to go ahead, just farm this up, and actually he's pushing it out a bit there, so he's not going to be able to lock it into one place. I mean, it is pushing towards him as of right now, but I think he's going to continue pushing it some. He is indeed, yeah. So he's gonna push that back to the enemy tower. Going to try to make Renekton miss some CS, and I'm not so sure that's the best idea, but we'll see what ends up happening there. He's going to go ahead and take off. We do have a pink ward from the red team here on Dragon, making sure that the enemy team doesn't do it. I'm not sure if it picks this up or not. Let's see. Red team. Yeah, it does. So they know that's there, and they're not going to Dragon anyway right now, so it doesn't matter too much. Not much at all. Likewise, though, the blue team does know that the pink ward is there, so they could clear it at any time if they wanted to. Not going to happen quite yet, though. We do see the Nomad's medallion coming out onto Janna. Honestly, I do not blame her whatsoever for that. She's not able to get nearly as much harass off as Aphromoo is, because her main harass spell is, you know, her Q. That's about the only thing she can reliably harass with because of the range. And, you know, you don't want to be using that for harass, because while it does do a decent amount of damage, it also gets rid of your CC. She is going for this, though, and in comes the Evelynn from behind. Gonna land that tornado and pop them up. In comes the Evelynn. Gonna go for Aphromoo this time, and they are taking Aphromoo down fast. Not gonna end up finishing him off there, and the Lucian is not yet 6. Otherwise, he would have been able to culling that. We've got Turtle coming in from behind, and I don't know if he's going to go for this. He's not. He may end up landing a spear there onto Doublelift or something. No, he's not even going to try. He's just going to walk away. And that means that, yet again, that is another roam there for Wild Turtle that's not really going to do anything whatsoever. Now Katarina's roaming, and she's going to try to get something out of this. Not warded, so the red team does not know it, but there is the MIA ping there from Wild Turtle saying, hey, watch out. I don't know where she is. And, you know, that's definitely a good thing. And now we do actually see Jace up here, making sure to farm safely. He's just letting it get pushed into his lane, and in the meantime, farming up the jungle. Because, you know, that's about the only place he's safe right now. Anytime Renekton goes in on him, Renekton's able to take him down. And he's been ganked at least twice now. So, he's having to play fairly cautious, especially given the fact that he has no wards. He's got a warding totem, but he doesn't have any wards out, which is kind of funny. Alright, but this pink ward is still here. There are no wards from the blue team, so now would be a great time for the red team to do Dragon, just because it's not visible. And we do actually have Caitlyn going back. Red team doesn't know that Caitlyn just went back, but they do know that the Dragon is currently unwarded. So we'll see if they decide to go for that. As of right now, they are not, and it looks like Katarina's on her way down to go ahead and ward this up. I'm going to go ahead and ward up the bush there. Good idea. Make sure that if they do head over here, it'll pick them up most likely. So I think they'll know if the red team does indeed end up going for that Dragon. And meantime, Latman's down here just continuing to farm up. Jace is being ganked yet again by St. Vicious, and there's the stun there. He manages to flash out. Acceleration gate comes out, and they're kind of a little bit blocked there. He is trying his best to get out of this. Katarina's on her way up. I think she's going to catch him. She does indeed. I like this right here. It was a really good idea, and it would have worked. You see him switch to hammer form right now, because right here, he places a ward down right there. He was hoping that double golems were there. If double golems was there, he would have been able to jump to them and get out of that with no problem whatsoever. Unfortunately for him, St. Vicious, I believe, had just recently cleared them. So, there was no double golems, or I could be wrong. It might have been Evelynn, actually, that had recently cleared them. I guess so, because they just respawned. So, yeah, either way, there were no double golems there for him to jump to, and that ended up being his death. As he just kind of sat there going, well, I'm done. Nidalee down mid lane, keeping that Katarina quite firmly pressed against the tower there. Got a decent amount of damage, but then Katarina's done a decent amount of damage to that tower as well. And in the meantime, Renekton's just continuing to shove this top lane, and things are not going too well for the Jace for sure. So, I don't know if it's just, you know, just because of the fact that it is I mean, partially it's that it is an LCS player, but at the same time, Jace has been camped like mad this game. So, I mean, 4 ganks so far. I can't really say I blame him overly much for the things that have been happening. Evelynn on her way down was picked up by that pink ward, though, so she's not going to be able to catch anything. And looks like she's just going to go ahead and continue heading on down. Not sure where she's going. Not much going on down here either. Actually, it looks like Renekton's roaming down, though, and he may be going for Wild Turtle here. Really hard to gank a Nidalee, though. Nidalee's got really good escape, and she'll just walk right out of that. So there we go. He is actually forced to head top. Jace has been pushing this again, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and fall back as the Renekton's on his way up here. Does not want to fight that. And down the bottom lane, Doublelift and Aphromoo push this up to the tower yet again, and This time, no ganks coming in. If we look at the CS, we've got 105 for Caitlyn versus 85 for Lucian. That's a pretty big difference. I mean, yeah, Lucian has a kill, whereas Doublelift only has an assist, but I believe that Doublelift is going to be a decent amount ahead. Yeah, he's about 200 gold ahead, which, I mean, you know, it's not a whole lot, but it's still something, and it's not at all what you want. And they're doing quite a bit of harass yet again to Janna. They've also got a lot of damage in on this tower, which it's not really all that surprising given that it is Caitlyn. Caitlyn's got that range. But at the same time, Lucian's pretty well known for that too. So, yeah, you gotta watch out for that. That guy is just sitting there waiting. And we've got Evelyn coming in possibly for a counter gank. Maybe. But I don't really know. They may end up going for this. And if they do, they could end up going down. The Pantheon has decided not to go for it, though, so it looks like it will not be a gank that way. And Evelyn is in this bush. Is she seen there? She was not seen. And in goes the Karma. They just insta-burst down the Janna, and they did massive damage in very short time. Now they're chasing down the Karma. Karma is gonna get out of it. Barely. And in the meantime, Lucian took multiple tower shots there, and that ended up finishing him off. And then they were able to finish off the Evelyn as well. Because, you know, I'm not sure what exactly he was thinking. He, you know, obviously he wanted to go for her, you know, which I can completely understand. You see him heading down, and you know, that insta-burst there, that was nasty. But you see him coming down, and Aphromoo is so close to dead. So I can completely understand him wanting to finish her off. But when he decided he wasn't going to be able to, instead of running this way, he just continued to run within range of the tower. He might have been able to finish off the Caitlyn had it not been for that, but instead, he went ahead and just, you know, walked in the tower range and just continued walking up. Maybe he thought he was walking out or something, I'm not sure, but either way, it did not go quite as well as he'd hoped. He didn't even use his ulti. Had he cold, he would have finished off Aphromoo. So, I'm kind of confused why he didn't do that. And top lane, yet again, we've got Renekton continuing to bully this Jace. And, I mean, there's really nothing the Jace can do about it. I guess he went ahead and towered over. There we go. Goes in, lands the stun there. There's the ignite, and he is just going in. Gets punted back, but doesn't matter. He manages to go into that bush, and that clears out the vision there from the tower. We've got the blue team going for the dragon. Nice Nidalee spear there. Gonna try to steal it. Didn't end up stealing it. It landed, but it was a little too early there. And Saint Vicious was all for keeping that in smite range. And he did not miss smite. So good job to him. When did Saint Vicious last miss smite? Not today. Ooh, good dodge there. Renekton taking a bit of damage here from the Evelyn. It looks like Evelyn may end up finishing this off. He stayed around while he was really low. And that did give Evelyn the time to go ahead and come in. Is she coming in with ulti? She's not. And why is it so slow? I must have... No? Nope, she's just this slow. Okay, there we go. She goes in, lands the slow there, and she is just bursting. Well, not really bursting, just slowly damaging him over time. Nice flash there. Gonna finish him off. Down he goes. And nice little bit of vengeance there. Avenging Jace. I'm sure Jace is just oh so happy. And there's another spear there hitting that Katarina, forcing her to go back. That's an interesting back pose. Huh. Anyway. And that gives Turtle the opportunity to go ahead and shove this tower. I'm not sure he'll be able to finish it off, but I honestly think he will. He's doing a lot of damage really fast, and it's getting low, and nobody's coming. So I'm pretty sure there are enough minions here to tank it until it goes down. And yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Down it goes, and that is the first kill there for the red team. And honestly, this is a crucial tower. Having this tower down, of course, opens up... That was my Skype, sorry about that. Opens up so much vision and everything. It's really important to have that. So that does actually mean that, you know, he came out ahead on his lane, but unfortunately for him, top is way behind, and bot lane is also quite far behind. Nice dodge of the Mantra fire there, and out comes the Culling. Gonna go ahead and clear up these minions, at least some of them, but the block from Aphromoo says, no, you don't get to clear them all. And wow, they just burst down that Janna again, and they managed to take down the tower right after, so they are gonna continue shoving this forward. And she was under tower, and they still just insta-burst her there. Katarina was there on the off chance she was needed. Was not needed. Ended up roaming for nothing. And now she's coming up. Not going to go do too much, though. Out comes the Nidalee Spear. Doesn't end up landing. And in the meantime, yet again, we have a gank down here. Well, not really yet again. This is a successful gank, though, we saw. Evelyn's coming in. Oh, they're going for the Wraith. That's not very nice. Lucian doing some damage there. In goes Evelyn. Lands that ultimate there onto Aphromoo. Aphromoo goes down fast. Doublelift's trying his best to get out. And Lucian says, no, you don't get out of this. And manages to shut him down. So that is shutdown gold there for Lucian, which is great. But Turtle the Cat is, okay. For a second there, I thought he was about to be engaged on. Oh, gonna ward that up. But unfortunately for him, Renekton had just planted a pink ward. So that means that is going to be taken out. And he's going to be forced to try to defend his tower here. He is actually coming out now. And they were forced back. Oh, nice dodge there. And he actually took quite a bit of damage. Katarina's going in. That ult comes out. Nice shield from Janna means that Turtle is going to be fine. Gonna throw out another spear. Not going to hit anything. And he's just going to continue healing himself up there. Making sure that he does not end up going down if they do decide to go ahead and fight this out. Oof. Katarina's doing quite a bit of damage, but at the same time, I mean, she just used her ulti. And that's definitely not ideal for her. And now in comes Jace again. Oh, the Pantheon ult coming in. Gonna go for Jace. Jace went ahead and flashed in, unfortunately. And Katarina is going to live through that. So, Pantheon did manage to go ahead and take down the Nidalee, but Jace finished off Karma in the meantime. Now he's trying to get out of this. No, just kidding. He's going to just wait there. Apparently he decided he wasn't getting out, and it wasn't worth even trying. So he just sat there, waited for St. Vicious to go ahead and finish him off. Said, please, mercy, kill me. And St. Vicious was more than happy to oblige. So that's 2 kills there for St. Vicious. We've got Janna trying to go ahead and clear these up, or, you know, hit one minion and do that. So there's that. And Renekton's up here just pushing top, because there's nobody here to defend it at all. Renekton is, Pantheon's being engaged on by the Evelyn, who's getting him really low. Nice slow there from Janna. Pop up as well, and that does mean that, yes, that's shutdown gold there for Evelyn. And that's 500 gold. So that's not too shabby at all. Renekton's on his way down. Gonna see the Janna there. She lands the slow and shields herself up. Nice ulti there. Not gonna end up finishing her off. But at the same time, it did force the Janna ulti. So, I mean, that's a pretty big ulti. She's going to try to heal this, or shield up the tower. Not going to be enough of a shield, though. It's going to go down. And the blue team is just continuing to shove this down. They've currently got 4 towers, whereas the red team has exactly 1. Ooh, the Mantrid Inner Fire again coming out onto Lucian there. Didn't really do too much, though, so he's going to be fine. And the blue team is going to go ahead and back off here. Nice sweeper ward. Making sure that snowman does not survive. And it looks like Renekton's heading top to go ahead and shove that back again. Blue team, or red team's definitely having a bit of a problem there this game. They've not managed to get any tower except for the one that Turtle has gotten, which is not at all what you want to see, but at the same time, they're only, what, 3.6k behind? Yeah, approximately. Well, no, not even 2.6. I don't want to math right now. So yeah, they're not even that far behind, which is kind of surprising given how far behind they are in towers, dragon, and just kill death. So I'm not sure how exactly they have maintained it. I guess part of it is just the CS, but even still, I don't know. Because they're pretty far behind in CS here. So I guess it's just split of the gold for assists and everything. It's the only thing I can think of. At the same time, though, I mean, it is pretty early in the game, so it's not that big of a difference there. I mean, it is a pretty big difference for this early. They're going to go ahead and finish off this pink ward. And Karma's coming up saying, no, you don't get to do that. She goes ahead, uses that sweeper ward, clearing this out. They are all getting in position. Gets hit by a spear there from Turtle, and that hurt quite a bit. We've got Evelyn just scouting around. Oh, out comes the ward, or the trinket there from the Janna. She's taking quite a bit of damage from Pantheon, and she ends up going down again, which is not at all good for her. And that means for the blue team, hey, dragon it is. And they are indeed going for this dragon, and the red team's not going to be able to do anything. Their support just got taken out, and, you know, that's a free dragon for them. Red team knows it. Red team backed off instantly. They knew better than to stick around. Not sure what Jace was doing. I guess he was trying to go for the red buff there. Now he's forced to come over to this tower. And we do have the siege going on from the blue team here. Oh, out comes the ulti there from Evelyn. Gets slowed, though, by the Karma. And now she's actually getting really low. Gets hit again. In goes the Katarina. Oh, down goes Katarina. But she does manage to finish off the Evelyn first. The kill goes to Nidalee, who's now trying to chase down the Karma. And she has vision him. Out comes the Pantheon ulti, landing right in the middle of Janna. Oh, nice ulti there from Janna. Shunts St. Vicious under the tower. The culling is not going to be enough, but in comes the spear from Nidalee. That backyard spear going to go ahead and finish him off. Now she's chasing down, going to go ahead and finish off Doublelift. And the only ones left alive are Aphromoo and Renekton, XDG Sheep. So that is going to give the red team plenty of time to go ahead and shove this. We've got Turtle continuing to chase down Aphromoo here. Gets picked up by the ward, so Turtle is continuing. Oh, that spear. Very nice spear. And that is enough to go ahead and finish off Aphromoo, which means this tower is gone. And that is actually the second tower kill of the game for the red team, and it is the middle tower again. So far, that is the only lane they've been managing to push at all, but that was a really good running team fight there. And Turtle was really able to go ahead and just chase down every member of the blue team, except for Renekton, and just able to just rip them apart. Those spears were nasty. I liked the prediction there. I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious. He's going to go this way, but even still, good move there by Wild Turtle, making sure to catch them. And also good move. Janna going to go ahead and ward that up. Almost got caught again there by the Katarina. She's been having a really tough time. She's going around to go ahead and ward these up. Oh, going to pink this up, get rid of those wards. Hopefully she doesn't get caught out. Seems like anytime she tries to do something like that, though, she ends up getting caught out. But not this time. This time, whether Janna is going to escape. Like the little cloud following around. Anyway, Lucian's down here. Gonna go ahead and grab the Wraith. And Doublelift in the meantime was shoving this up. That means it's gonna get to Lucian right about the time he finishes off the Wraith, and then he's gonna counter shove it. Doublelift going to mid from the looks of it, and it looks like they're actually thinking about going for a gank here on Renekton. He was picked. He did. That's why. A ward there. Ward picked them up. They were on top of it at the time, so I wasn't sure exactly how he knew. I thought he just predicted it. But no, he was picked up. They were picked up by the ward, and that means that he's not going to be able to be ganked, which is good for him. Evelyn coming around again, possibly thinking about doing the same thing as last time, as she landed a really good ult last game, or last team fight. Going for Renekton. You don't want to just ulti Renekton. Renekton's not so good as a target there. And she did get punted out of her stealth there by the Katarina Bouncy Blades of Doom. Gonna go ahead and get the blue buff there. Probably give it to Nidalee. Because, you know, that's a pretty good thing to have on Nidalee. Oh, that failed jump over the wall by Turtle twice. Come on, Turtle, you can do it. No, he says, oh, man, and he misses the spear. Oh, and blue buff goes to Evelyn. So, a nice little series of fails there by Turtle means no blue buff for you. And instead, he's going to go ahead and land that spear there, or just the regular auto attack onto Sheep, which does slow him down, but not really going to do too much. It burned him a little, slowed him down, got another auto attack off, but overall, not really a big deal. Turtle's sad. Turtle did not get blue buff. That was pretty sad, too. Missed the spear, missed the jump twice. And in the meantime, it looks like the blue team's thinking about going for the bottom tower over here. Evelyn not going to be picked up by those wards, of course, as she is Evelyn. However, Nidalee is. And we've got the blue team continuing to shove this. Out comes the spear there from Nidalee. He is forced back there. And Jace is going to be able to force them off of this tower. The shield comes out from Janna, making sure they don't go in. In goes the Evelyn, which I'm not so sure was a good idea. She was kind of separated there. Lucian is still mid. She does end up going down to the Pantheon, and that ended up being a really bad engagement. I cannot say I agree with that, as that was well, to be fair, it was a 4 versus 4 at the time she engaged, sort of. But, I mean, Pantheon has that ult that he can get into a battle at any time. So, engaging on that one, definitely not the best of idea. Lucian was still mid, and you don't want to engage when your AD carry is mid. Having his culling there probably would have made that fight go at least a little bit different. But unfortunately for them, not so much. And really all that happened was she landed her ulti and then tried to run away. So, definitely a questionable engagement there by the Evelyn. But she's trying to make plays, so, you know, that's something, right? Definitely. And yet again, bot lane is pushing here. Looks like Lucian's going to go ahead and head on over. And actually, a lot of minions here going for this top tower. Renekton's on his way to defend it, but Nidalee's there to shove it down. And I think she may be able to finish this off before Renekton's able to defend it. Nope. She was shoved off, but again, did a lot of damage to it. But yeah, was not able to finish it off. And she was actually forced back. Nice spear there. Lands onto the sheep. And no. He doesn't take much damage because he's Renekton. So it was a good defense of the tower there by the Renekton. I liked him getting there just in time to go ahead and defend that. Oh, Katarina, what you doing? Oh, the spear from Turtle misses again. Turtle, why? Turtle, why? And that actually led them far enough out that they're in a little bit of trouble here. Turtle's trying to get out, gets stunned there by the Pantheon though, and he ends up going down. And they're continuing to chase this. Jace is getting engaged on. He's going to get really low. He's going to get Pantheon ulted, and down he goes. Now comes out the turret dive there, going in onto Evelyn. Evelyn's getting really low. Oh, Janna ulti comes out. Going to go ahead and keep him alive. The Cullen comes out as well. Doing quite a bit of damage there to Renekton, forcing him back, but not able to finish him off. So that ended up being a 3 for 0, and that's not really good at all for the red team. And we see the blue team pinging both Dragon and Baron at the same time. I'm not sure which one they'll go to. It looks like they're heading towards Baron, though. Indeed, they are. And they do go ahead and plant down the pink ward. Probably a good idea. Get rid of this ward right here. And are they actually going to go for this? They are indeed going for it. Yeah. Okay, so they are going for it. Karma's just kind of hanging around here, making sure that nobody comes up. And Janna's going to go ahead and plant the ward there. Out comes the Tornado. Not really doing too much. And Lucian's here as well. But honestly, I think the blue team has this. They do indeed. And that is the dragon kill of the game to them. First dragon. Now they're going to clear out the wards some more. So definitely not a good sign there for the red team. When the enemy team gets the Baron, I mean, a lot of times you're going to have a lot of trouble. And, I mean, they've already been having trouble, and now the enemy team has the Baron as well. Definitely a bad sign for them. But they do take this opportunity to go for Dragon. Because they do know from their wards and just from, common sense, blue team's low. Blue team went in on the Baron. They took quite a bit of damage. They'd already taken quite a bit of damage. So they can go ahead and get this Dragon for free with no problem whatsoever and possibly help them come back a little bit on the gold. They are, still almost 8k behind. Not exactly good, but at the same time, they're trying to catch up again. There's the ping there from blue team onto this turret. Not sure why. And we actually don't have anybody pushing top at all for the red team. We do actually have Jace heading on over there to do so, but I'm kind of surprised they let it get this close. I mean, especially with that tower being that low, you'd think they'd want to take it out, but I guess at the same time, not so much. Poor Lucian. Oh, gonna jump away, though. He's gonna be fine. And Jace is actually gonna go ahead and fall back. He does. I think he tried to get a big minion wave, and I think he may have managed to do it. I'm not altogether certain, though. I'm not certain at all. I'm not exactly very good at doing so myself. Nice spear from Turtle there. Lands onto Doublelift and chunks more than a quarter of his health. Another spear lands on St. Vicious. And, yeah, that didn't end up happening. Just popped his little bubble. But they were forced back. Lucian still has his ulti if he needs it. And we do actually have another... it's still pushing. I think it's pushing towards the red team. I do not believe that Jace pushed it enough, but I could be wrong, as it does look like there is a pretty big wave here. So, obviously I am not exactly very good at making these super waves. Oh, Turtle, watch out. Turtle was coming around to try to steal up that blue buff. Did not end up happening. Okay, it actually is going to be pushing in the long run towards the blue team, I guess. Because this wave is going to combine with that one, and it's going to make a pretty darn big wave. So, obviously, my skills at figuring out how to make a super wave like that, not so good. As you can tell by that, as I thought it was going towards them. So good job there to the Jace. Pushed it just enough. And now we've got a pretty big engagement here. Sheep is just tanking that tower and getting chunked by Nidalee there. And he's forced to back off. That is going to force the blue team off that tower. And that's going to keep red team in this game for a little while longer yet. This wave's still pushing. I don't know, it's kind of locked. But yeah, it's definitely getting pushed now. And the red team has finally turned this around. Blue team's continuing to push up mid now. And they're going to get this tower down pretty much instantly. And now they're heading top. So all that work, all those minions, trying their best to do this. And no. It's just going to be completely negated by these evil villains. I'm going to go ahead and finish off these minion waves. I'm so proud of those guys. And then, these guys just got to come mess it up. Shame on them. But that does give the red team the opportunity to go ahead and get a little bit of breathing room here. Shove the bot lane back, although Pantheon's making sure it doesn't shove very far at all. And get in position to defend this top tower, as they know the blue team is pushing this. Pantheon's still continuing to split push down bottom, though, so they've got to send somebody down there to deal with that. And that means that the rest of the blue team is actually going to have the opportunity to go for this. Karma is picked up by the wood. Oh, in comes the Pantheon ulti. Gonna go in. Redactin goes in, uses his ult. The Pantheon ult comes in onto the tower, and in they go. Shield comes out from Janna onto the tower, but the tower goes down anyway. And Katarina goes in and just melts people. And out comes the ulti there from Caitlyn. Almost finishes off the Jace. Not quite. A heal comes out there from Wild Turtle. But again, that's 2 people dead on the red team. And the blue team is just continuing to shove this. Aphromoo really close to dead. But he's gonna be fine, unless something lands on him. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Down goes another tower. They land the stun there on Turtle. Turtle's trying his best to get out of it. He is gonna get out of that again. So he's gonna be fine, and now Jace is way the heck out here somehow. Not sure how that happened, and he goes down. Wait, why was he this far out? What the heck? He's going for Aphromoo or something? As he's coming around, and yeah, he's going for Aphromoo. Oh, jumps in on her, and her flash just says, nope, no go for you. And he tried again to land the Q acceleration gate combo, and he died before it hit, so it ended up disappearing into thin air. So that's kind of embarrassing for him. Nice reactions there by Aphromoo, though. I really liked that. As, you know, he flashed and immediately hammered, but she flashed as he was mid-hammer, so she was able to get out of it. Not bad at all. Oh, wow, that spear, but it doesn't matter. Doublelift's running away anyway. He was more than happy to tank that tower shot, or the spear shot, because it's not going to kill him, and, you know, he's going back anyway, why not? Doesn't really matter. Turtle's going to go ahead and clear this out, push it up, and in the meantime, Lucian's down bottom, shoving that one up, going to go ahead and take down the Wraith again. Oh, no, loses sight of it. Okay, he's going to get it, though. There we go, down it goes, and he's going to get to continue shoving this up a bit. Pew. Oh, in comes the Pantheon ult coming in on him. Is he going to get out of it? He is going to get out of it. The stun from Pantheon does not come in, so that is a wasted, at least somewhat wasted Pantheon ult. But it does give him the opportunity to come up here and continue split pushing. Oh no, Jace DC. Oh, good, he's back. Instantaneous reconnect. That's definitely a good thing. But at the same time, I mean, I'm not sure it's going to be enough. By this time, the blue team has such a lead. They're 11k ahead. And, you know, I don't know that the red team's going to be able to come back from this. I honestly find it very, very unlikely. And now we've got the blue team shoving up over here. These guys are way the heck out there, and the blue team knows it. So they're going to shove this up. The acceleration gate Q combo comes out from Jace to try to clear this up. In goes the Evelyn again, and blue team doesn't even care. They're going for that tower. They managed to take it down, and the Cullen comes out. Not really doing too much, actually. Did a decent amount, but not really all that much. The stun comes out onto Wild Turtle, forced the flash away. Katarina goes in, nice. Zonya's there, and Caitlyn finished off Janna and Nidalee, whereas Katarina was able to take down the Lucian, and I'm pretty sure that is going to be GG. Stupid minions are here, and these guys are going for the kill. Not much Jace and Evelyn are going to be able to do. Nope, down goes the tower, down goes the Nexus, and that is going to be GG. Oh, they're going to take out Doublelift? Nope, Doublelift invincible. Sorry, dude. So that is going to be the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.